So I'm going to run us through how to get a quiz generated on Gemini in Google Classroom. So the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to Google Classroom. You'll hit the Gemini tab, then you'll hit Generate a Quiz. Once you're in Generate a Quiz, there's going to be 3 different categories that you have to fill in. So I'm going to do 8th grade. I want 5 questions, and then for my standard, I will do a theme standard for ELA 8th grade. Okay, once you're there, you're going to hit Generate Learning Objectives. It'll generate a stack of different learning objectives. Always double check these to make sure that you're okay with them. For now, for example purposes, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to move past. So, our options down here are multiple choice, true or false, short answer, and long answer. You can select multiple of these, you can select none of these. I would recommend that you select at least one though. So I'm going to choose multiple choice, and I'm also going to choose short answer. Once you have that, you can hit generate questions. And this will take a second. Okay, it has generated 2 short answers, and it looks like it generated a few short answers actually. So just for the sake of this, I'm not going to correct it. However, if I wanted to tell it to do like 2 short answers and 3 multiple choice, I could tell it directly what I wanted. If I wanted it to delete a question, I could have it do that. I could even have it do a question based off of, I don't know, The Veldt by Ray Bradbury. Sorry. So what we're going to do next, and this is the exciting part for most people, you're going to go to Export, click on that, and then you can either hit Add to Class or Export to Forms. If you hit Add to Class, it's going to add it as a Google form. So it'll generate it, and then it'll populate it into your Google Classroom, and it'll also populate it into your Google Drive. I would recommend the first time, however, to export 2 forms just so you can see what that looks like. And this takes a few seconds too, but it really is a time saver. So as you can see, it generated the quiz. Although it doesn't have exactly the questions that I would like, I could have corrected it, but here it is. So you can upload this to Google Classroom. It already inputted the correct response, and it also set it as a quiz already. The only thing that you might have to change is that it's not in locked mode. But as far as going easy, this is probably one of the easiest things that you could do for generating a quick last-minute quiz. There are also options on Google Classroom for creating a text-based quiz, and that's really, really great too because you can get a specific text and have it quote directly from it for the sake of like answering questions. But I hope that this helped you. So, thank you.